Hello and welcome to our very first class of Baton Twirling. So just like I said in the very first video where I'm introducing what twirling is, I did mention that if you do not have a baton yet, you can certainly order, and you will be able to have some links to ordering, and you can order through online. Amazon has them, and Starline Baton Company, but I'll have more information there in my post as to how to order a baton. But don't worry if you do not have a baton right now. Like I had mentioned, a simple spoon will do. I just grabbed this spoon from my kitchen, and this will work, and even a stick. Yeah, I just found this stick outside. So I'm going to cover the basic posture that we're supposed to have as baton twirlers, where our hands go, our feet, proper warm-up and stretching. And then I'm going to get into today's lesson, which we're going to learn the forward figure eight. And I'm going to show you how you can do that skill with all three items. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we need to warm up. You always need to get your blood flowing so your muscles warm up and you don't have any injuries. And so your warm up could be anything that gets your blood flowing. So you can just start, excuse me, running in place. You can do, what are these called? Oh my gosh. Jumping jacks. And you could do high knees, kicks. You can do all kinds of things. Butt kicks, right? Where your heels are touching your butt. Again, your knees. And so anything, just hopping side to side. So you can do all kinds of activities as you feel your heart beating, you feel your breathing heavier. That means your blood is pumping and warming up muscles. So you always want to start with a good warm-up. All right, the next thing is stretching. You want to stretch, and mostly we're going to be using our arms and our fingers and our wrists, so we're going to do some of that. So put your arms straight out across from you, and then right where your elbow is, you can bring your other one and pull it in. Now, you should be feeling a pull right here. You are stretching that muscle. You hold it there for a little bit, maybe 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same thing, other arm across, this arm about where your elbow is, and you pull it towards you, and you should feel a stretch right here. Now, you don't want to pull too hard. You don't want to hurt yourself. You're just stretching that muscle. You could do some shoulder rolls to the back, right? Now to the front. Bring them forward. Yeah. All right, you're going to be using your wrists and your fingers as a twirler quite a bit. So put your hands straight out and then get your fingertips and right about where the palm is. And you want to pull that back. Now, not too hard. You don't want to hurt yourself. You should feel a nice little pull, especially under here and on your fingers, but not a hurting pain. Okay? Other hand, same thing. Pull them back. You should feel that pull right here. You don't want to hurt yourself. And now down, same thing. You are pulling a little bit towards you so that you feel a pull appearing on your wrist, and the other hand. Yeah. All right, and then you could just move your hands around, because twirling is a lot of movement in your wrists, and you want to get that nice and flexible. All right, so that's the proper warm-up. Now, as far as our position, our feet should always, we'll start with our feet together. I know you can't see my feet, but they're just together. They're touching. Now your hand is, your 4 fingers are to the front, and your thumb is in the back, okay? And so you're just on your hip, on your hip right here, and your elbow is straight. It's not flopping to the back. It's not, you know, droopy. Nice and tall, shoulders up, and we are nice with the elbow. All right, so let's get busy. Let's get started on the first skill today. Today you're learning forward figure 8. Now, I'm gonna do it with a baton first, and then I'm gonna show you with the spoon, and then I'm gonna show you with the stick. You can do it with anything. Actually, if you have a small curtain rod, that'll work too. So anything basically that is a little bit long. And now, this is the ball, and the little one is your tip, okay? And then we always want to hold it in the middle of the baton, so somewhere here in the middle. Again, ball and the tip. Now, if you have a spoon, you're going to decide what is your ball and tip. So since this is bigger, I would say that this is my ball and this is my tip, okay? And your thumb is always going to be facing the ball. All right? Now, if you have a stick, you can either put a tape on it or maybe mark it with a marker. You decide what is your ball and your tip. And so since there's a little curve here, it seems to be bigger, I'm going to say that this is my ball and this is my tip. Okay? All right, so you always want to check in the middle, thumb to the ball. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we are ice cream sellers. Yes, ice cream sellers. So what we're doing basically, and I'm going to face you and then I'll turn, but let's put our baton forward and you're going to scoop ice cream. So this ball, you're going to bring it down in front of you and across. So scoop that ice cream up and then give it to the person. And then you're going to do the same thing. The big ball is your scooper. You're going to scoop on this side and you're going to give it to them. So pretend that you have maybe chocolate ice cream on one side and strawberry on the other side. All right? Start forward and you're going to bring it down and scoop up a scoop of chocolate and you give it to that person. And then you're going to go down and scoop that strawberry and you're going to give it to them. So this is the motion. Down, scoop, and give it to them, scoop, and give it to them. Now I'm going to turn to the side, same thing. I'm going to go in front of me, down, scooping that chocolate ice cream, and then I'm going to give it to them. And then I'm going to go down with my big scooper for the strawberry side, and I'm going to give it to them. All right? So you're going to practice this down and give, down and give. Scoop and give, scoop and give. Now, what this turns into, after you get familiar with the movement, is that you don't move your arm so much, but you do your wrist. Scoop and give, scoop and give, scoop and give, strawberry and chocolate. Okay, and then you get looser and looser with your wrist and your hand movement. Don't hold it too tight because then it's hard to do. You got to loosen it. What this is going to end up looking like once you practice a lot is this. Yeah, and then you're going to get really, really, really fast. But it's the same thing. You're scooping and scooping. Scoop, give, scoop, give. Scoop and give, scoop and give. And you just get faster and faster the more that you do it. And that's a forward figure 8. But let me show you how it could be done even with a spoon. So while you're waiting for your baton to come in, you've ordered your baton, or maybe you're not ordering your baton. You're just going to keep doing it with a stick or a spoon. Same thing. Thumb to the ball, and you're going to scoop and give, scoop and give. Scoop down on the chocolate side and on the strawberry side. And then you just do it with your wrist. Don't move your arm so much until you got that flexibility and you got that motion down. And then look at that. You can still do it with the spoon. So it is doable. You just practice and practice. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let me show you with the tree branch. Same thing. You're gonna scoop and give, scoop and give. Scoop chocolate, scoop strawberry. Then you just do the wrist, down and give, scoop, scoop, and you can get faster and faster with this tree branch as well. So it works, guys. All right, now, one last thing I wanna show you is that everything you do on your right hand, you've gotta do on your left hand. And I know it's so much more difficult if you're not a left-hander, but a twirler has to be well balanced on the right and the left hand for competitions, for dances. So we're gonna be doing the same thing. So switch hands, same thing. Check that your thumb is to the big ball. You're gonna hold it out in front of you, and the big ball is gonna go down in front to the side, and you're going to get that chocolate ice cream and give it to them, and then it's gonna go down with the big ball, scoop on the strawberry side, and give it to them. So scoop, give, down, give, scoop down and give, scoop down and give, all right? Strawberry, give. Strawberries on this side, right? Oops. Chocolate, give, strawberry, give. Now get that motion comfortable and learned, and then you don't move your arm so much. Now do it just with your wrist. Scoop here and give it to them. Now loosen the grip, because if it's too tight, it's hard to do. It doesn't want to make that scoop. So loosen your hand. You can almost do it in between these two, and then just use your fingers to help you. So scoop and scoop and scoop and scoop, scoop and give, scoop and give, down and give, down and give. And then you get faster and faster and faster. And that is your forward figure 8. That's your skill for the first week. I hope you enjoy it. Every week we'll be adding a new skill, but we'll always go back to the prior one learned. So we're building up, okay? We never just forget what we learned. We warm up, we get our blood flowing, we stretch, we go over the learned skills from the prior week, and then we start with the new skill of that week. So I hope you enjoyed it, and just watch this video as many times as you need to. Practice on both hands, don't cheat, and it's good to have you, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, bye.